All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day. By His mercy, you are consumed. Alive in the Most High in your house shall body. Just want to get into this real quick. Kind of actually going into what we was talking about the other day. I mean, not the other. Well, yeah, I talked about the other day about the preacher house. Solomon was a preacher, and the preachers for the increasing of faith of the people, man, of the listener, of of the people, man. So and just like we talked about this a few months ago, or yeah, a few months ago, about Noah when we read in a second Peter, Noah was preaching Noah was kind of like a precursor to like now, like the gospel being preached now, for those on the ark, being to be saved, crazy because it's the ark, and he was preaching for building the ark, and of course, in the ark, and later on after that, of course, it's later down the line after that we established as a nation, and we get the Ark of the Covenant. But now remember what it says in Jeremiah, the Ark of the Covenant won't come to mind, and also to Maccabees, and plus with Jeremiah as well, the it will make sense that he said that because the ark won't come into mind because the Most High and Yahushua had him put in. If you read Second Maccabees chapter 2, he had them put the ark somewhere that no man has never known. But now it's the Ark of the Covenant. Now what? The new covenant, man, the word being in you, and that's what the gospel is about, man. The testimony and the new covenant is about, man. The gospel and the testimony, man. And also too, that's what Noah was preaching during time was of faith, man. That's it was because the law was around. Of course, the priesthood of Melchizedek, and they said the way was corrupted of the world. The way of the world was corrupted. And what's the way? The law, statutes, and commandments, man. That's just nobody was following the ways. I just said the Most High Yahushua during that time, and just like now, things are the things are what I'm gonna say things as days to know as Yahushua said. But I just want to get into this with Proverbs chapter 25 real quick, man, because it says because and also too he's talking about this a few days ago about living according to the promises, man. That's the faith, but it says, "Whoso Proverbs chapter 25, whoso boasteth himself of a false gift is like clouds without rain." But I want to get this in the Good News translation because it will give more clarity of it, man. Of Noah being a preacher of faith, man. And I found this very fitting because what happened during the time of Noah, the flood, it rained. It says people who promise things they never give are like clouds that clouds and wind that bring no rain. But see, that's how. Let's go Second Peter real quick, man, because yeah, because that's how Noah lived according to the promises, man. The faith is let's go Second Peter. Then we're gonna go through go to you're gonna go to Second Corinthians. It says, "For if first 5 Second Peter verse 2 verse 5, it says, and spare not the old world, but save Noah the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing the in the flood upon the world of the ungodly." So see, the preacher of righteousness is what? That Galatians 2 and 21, which is the faith of the Most High Yahushua, not the Deuteronomy 6 and 25 righteousness, the law, because the law was around. But it pretty much those that would believe in the word, pretty much, man. Believing in the Most High Yahushua, man, faith, and to promise into the word that he said he was going to do, man. So that's just his words. Let's get to 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and 18. It says, while we look not at things which are seen, but things that are unseen, that are not seen. For the things that are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So see, that's why here, now, that's why Yahushua said what? When he comes back, who shall I find faith in the earth? And that's why, that's the preaching of the kingdom, man. That's the kingdom to come, man. That's the Most High. That's actually the Most High's kingdom, back to a place of pleasure, back to the Garden of Eden, because Yahushua is going to give the kingdom up to Father after His kingdom, which is 1,000 years. After a day, which is 1,000 years, man. So that's just is what it is, man. But it's just all of faith, man. That's the gospel being preached was of faith, man, because as it says what it is too. So let's go Deuteronomy chapter 23, man, because and also too Noah lived and now also too that's crazy because I was listening to DMX X the song The Rain yesterday, man. I was just listening to that yesterday, man. But that's why the rain, when it rains, just for me, I speak as a man. Like, to me, when I look at this now, Deuteronomy 32:2, the the rain was, when it flooded in the rain, it was some about to the doctrine of the Most High, like, overcoming the doctrine of the world, man. Like, the word of the Most High being supreme over the ways of wickedness of the world, man. And that's just is what it is. But let's get this Deuteronomy 32 and verse 2. It says, "My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, and as the small rain upon the tender earth, the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass." Yeah, man. So that's just is what it is right there, man. So yeah, so he says, "My doctrine as rain." That's why, like, let's go to Second Peter real quick, because this goes to show you that there's nothing new under the sun real quick, because that's why Yahushua said, as the days of Noah, like, so as the days of the Son of Man shall be. And also too, man, let me kind of slow down a little bit. My bad, brother. Like, brother that gave me advice talking too fast. Let me slow it down. But just like, in Genesis, when we read during the time of Noah, the world was covered in violence. It's the same thing now, because if we read Wisdom of Solomon 10, it goes into how pretty much Cain started, like, the flood. Like, he was one of the reasons why the flood started, man. There was a lot of killings and murders going on, and that's shout out to brother Simeon Firstborn, because I was on the class. He said that the violence is the same word, is the same thing as going on now. Because I was looking at the violence of about it. It said just like unjust judgment and things that I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, something came up on my phone. My bad. Unjust judgment and things of that nature. Perversity was going on, but also too that violence is going on. So this is how we see a bunch of killings and things of that nature now. There's none. The same thing was going on as the days of Noah. But but now that's why. But Noah was preaching the faith, and that's how now the gospel is being preached, man. That's why the testimony, yet the Most High Yahweh shall come in the volume of the book for the preaching, for the people's faith to be increased, and also that's where the new covenant comes in, man. But that just goes into, like, how he said, "My doctrine as rain." Like, that's why in Jeremiah, he says, the word is akin to fire. My word is like a fire. That's why fire is going to come. Let's grab this Second Peter real quick, man, because it's the same thing going on. It's the same thing going on, man. Second Peter chapter 2 and verse let's get 3. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, let's get Second Peter chapter 3 verse 5. He says, let's go to 3 and verse 4, because this goes to show you how there's nothing new under the sun. Then it's the same thing. That's why the word is so beautiful, because it's the same thing happening over and over again. Just like the people was acting during the times of Noah, they were scoffing Noah, and saying, "Oh, it's not going to happen." The same thing going on now. Like, what we're about to get in 2 Peter 3 real quick, and also Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Just because judgment isn't speedily, that's just in the sons of men to do evil, man. So, like, it's even in the world to do evil. So it's just gonna it's the same thing happening, man. So 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 4, it says, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? And since the fathers fell asleep, and all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation, for this they willingly are ignorant by the word of Yahweh, and the heavens were of old, and the earth was standing out of the water and in the water. Verse 6, it says, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished. Verse 7, by the heaven and earth which are now by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So see, so let's get Jeremiah real quick, man. This all goes into that. Just like the doctrine as rain, he said the words as fire. That's why the Most High's doctrine, that's why the wisdom of the Most High, Yahushua, trumps the wisdom of this world. And that's what's the same thing happened, Noah, same thing's going to happen again, man. So, but this is all of the preaching of faith, man. The gospel being preached, man, of faith and believing. Because just like Noah believed, And it's already cool, and it's already cool, man. This and it goes into the like, listen, man, and it's like that's why it says, listen, only one man can go at a time, man. It's like it's all right, and that's going into the power of being alone as well. Because I was talking about this the other day with somebody, man, or with a brother, man. Because listen, Noah didn't have like it was just him and his house, so he didn't. I would think he didn't have friends like that, man. Just like it's just like we read in Isaiah a few months back. He called Abraham alone, man. So listen, man, it's just you and the but it's not you alone, because if you walking with the Most High in your house, I mean, you're not alone, man. But Most High in your house is gonna send people doing your way, man, brothers and sisters, man. But it is what it is too. This saying that, man, because a lot of times too, like it's a balanced thing. Because yes, it's just like if you're looking at it on natural sense, yes, can this world be is lonely, things of that nature? Yeah, because a lot of people say that once we get in the word, but actually, if you had the Most High house, shots walk isn't lonely at all. And also, too, if you have even just a few brothers and sisters, man, that's it, man. Because like the brothers actually going into last night, the brothers said, shout out to brother send me the firstborn, man. He said, listen, man, I'm rather had just three, like build with three righteous brothers and sisters, or a few brothers, 3 to 5 righteous brothers and sisters, rather than the big congregation of the wicked, man. That could be right in the word or out the word, man. Just being around a bunch of like unprofitable people, man. Things that are not profitable for the to be around, man. So that's just what it is, man. Because what the house I said, broad is the way. But let's get to Jeremiah 28 and 29. 23 and 29. It's not my word like a fire, like as a fire, saith the Lord, like a hammer that breaketh the rock into pieces. So yeah, man. That's why the world now is going to be fire, man. Because it's the word of Most High Yahushua, trumping the world, man, trumping the ways of the world, man. So yeah, man, that's just what it is, man. But let's just get Sirach 24 real quick, man, because it's all the same thing happening, man. But this goes into how Noah, man, it was all the preaching of faith, man. It was all the preaching of faith as well, and living according to the promises. Sirach 24 and verse 33, because none new under the sun, man. It says, I will pour out doctrine as prophecy and leave it unto all ages forever. Yeah, man, exactly. So same thing that happened then, it's going to happen again, man. Because because the Most High Yahushua, they changed not. It's the same God. It's the same powers you're dealing with. But let's get this in Job 19 and verse. Let's go Job 19 real quick. It's how do we live according to the promises, man? How do we do that? Job 19 real quick. It says, for I know this the same spirit and same mentality all the righteous men had and Noah had. It says, for I know my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand in the latter day upon the earth, man. So yeah, we had that confirmation, man. That's why it says, cast not your way your confidence, man. So it's all preaching of righteousness and being a preacher for the increasing of faith of the people. Yeah, of course, the law, statutes, and commandments, of course, man. And also too, like us being people of the book, coming in the word the conventional way, but reaching spiritual maturity, man. So that it'll bring that peace, man. Let's get Ecclesiastes real quick, man. 1 to 10, just like we was reading the other day about Solomon, man. And Solomon name means peace. Whenever the preacher, the gospel being preached, or the preacher is increasing of faith, peace comes. So let's get that Ecclesiastes 1 real quick. It says, Ecclesiastes 1, it says, if Ecclesiastes 1 verse 12, I the preacher was king over Israel and Jerusalem, and I gave my heart to seek, to search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. This sore travail Yahweh given the sons of men to be exercised. Let's get this. Where was that? Where was that? It was somewhere. It was something that I was looking at it was something that oh my gosh, it was something that I wanted out of this too. But yeah, man. But let's get it, man. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 12. I the preacher was king over Israel and in Jerusalem. I gave my heart to seek and search out wisdom concerning all things done under heaven. This sore travail exercise that Yahweh had given the sons of men to be exercised therewith. So yeah, man. So Yeah, man. So it's the preaching. Preaching is always for the, and that's why the gospel being preached and the things, and also too, yeah, that's just going into that, like, the gospel being preached, man, out of the four corners of earth. Is not that, we're descendants of people of the book, or like, the law per se, man. No, it's the preaching. It's always the preaching of faith, man, of belief. So hopefully, man, this is edifying, man. So be at peace.